Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
So, hi, Benny. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to give us this interview.
Cool.
Okay, so I guess I have the first question for you. Is just obviously there's a big difference, before you start working with us and now. So, because you were suffering from diabetes, right, and then your kidneys were failing, and so can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes. Well, what really was going on is I got dates. August the 4th. The doctor said that before January 1, that I would be on a dialysis machine and I would be blind. And so that what started me on this journey. And I was just getting bombarded with all kinds of information. It didn't matter what steps I took. Is that the blood pressure was 245 over 196. So now that I'm talking to people and it's better, they're telling me that was bad. So the blood sugar was 460 more than one time.
Wow.
And
Hmm.
yeah, so I was doing just insulin buku. I mean, I've done up to 21 units before, not knowing that that's bad. The doctor said do 18, and anything above that, I needed to call him.
Hmm.
But I'm hard-headed, East Texas, so I didn't call him. Um, but as I was looking and researching, you kept popping up on my feed. So, and I thought that was really interesting what you were having, the little small things you were saying. It seemed to work for me because it piqued my interest. And I couldn't have made it because when the time I got you is that I was sliding back to eating the junk food, the sad diet as Americans do. So that included chicken fried steak, gravy, mashed potatoes, you name it, fried everything. But even if I tried, I would still go back to that. This
So
is where
you,
I come
yeah.
from.
Wow. So you and I had a strategy session. What actually made you take a leap into working with us?
Well, I had called, and
Hmm.
that's what made me is because I was sliding back the other way, and so you just perked my interest by saying that there was direction that you had, and the number one thing that really got me that went over my head was clarity. You needed to have clarity. And I thought, wow, clarity, and I don't even know what that is. So that made me start thinking little small steps, but that's what brought me in, uh, and I joined right then and there because I didn't have clarity, didn't know what it was, and I knew I needed some direction.
That's good. So what do you think? What kind of things have changed for you since then?
Well, I mean, that's a big question. You're saying um, the small things, okay, is that I can get up. I'm sleeping more than 7 hours a night now, and that's because it's something I didn't know. And I mean, it seems obvious, but when you don't have direction, it's not obvious. Which is, you know, putting the phone away and not taking it with me. Meditating, you know what I'm saying, a little bit before you do go to bed, so it clears your mind. And I was thinking about my health, and that's really amazing. I don't of the ordinary for me. So
What is your health
it
like
worked.
now? What is your health like right now? Can you give us a little bit some of the things that you have experienced, positive things in terms of your health?
I can experience. Yeah, I don't have pain in my legs for the diabetes, and the blood pressure has went down to 111 over 68, and that's a good during the day pressure. Now I've got different fluctuations, but I kind of like that one. And then at the same time, the blood sugar has went down, and it's seeming to go around 95. So that was the A1C before, and we're just talking about in August. In August, it was 11.6. And today, I don't know what it is, but 3 months ago when I had the A1C test, it was 5.3. So that was the not the starting point, but that's when Beanie realized that something amazing's going on. So it's even been better in the last 3 months. So I'm really looking forward to going to the doctor, and that'll be in 2 weeks. But I'm looking forward to it.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Yes. So, yeah, I'm really happy to see you get so much better. So tell me, where do you feel like you would be right now if you didn't make the change?
Oh, I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, the doctors have done said. So I see myself, and I have had an eye test. You know what I'm saying? Since then. So it was headed towards what they were saying, and now we've blocked that off by doing and following and having clarity in the direction that I had to have. And I'm amazed. I'm just amazed. So it's all by the grace of God and y'all. You know what I'm saying, that this direction and this change has been made in my life. I mean, I'm on a stairmaster now, and I'm not only going forward, but I'm going sideways. And I couldn't even do a half a minute, uh, you know, in August. And that's one piece of equipment I didn't even try. But now, I can last, nearly 8-10 minutes on it. So that's interesting.
That's good. Yeah. So, like, what if you came across someone that was in your similar position that you were in? What would you tell them to help them make the right decision if they were considering actually working with us? What kind of advice would you give them?
Well, I would make sure they understood the clarity, because when you tell people that, they are in general are the ones that I've talked to, and they don't really understand that it's about what they put the effort into, and in changing, and you have directed, you have seemed to every step, you've cleared the way for every step that I have taken that I was fearful of taking. And that means, and when it gets through to me, as hard headed as I am, and it works because I've watched step by step that working. So, once again, the word's amazed.
Thank you. And like at times you were really tough on you too. At times you were, but you needed it, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, most definitely. I mean, sit down. I mean, there's not people to talk to that really understand, and I'm talking, I mean, I've got psychiatrist in my family that works, at, of towns of, 500,000 people. And, I've got nurses that does that daily, and they don't understand health. So
Mm-hmm.
that's amazing to me that I see that, and I'm walking this out, and they're on the sidelines looking. So they can't figure it out. They don't understand, but we never even talked about, and this is the one thing that y'all said. You know, it's not about the losing the weight. But see, now I'm 100, and I didn't figure it up, but like 107 pounds down. So from when we started, you know what I'm saying? And that's just that. I mean, I've never been this small, and all I'm doing is getting healthier with the drinks that I'm drinking even today.
Good, good. I'm really glad. Yes. So I'm really happy that that you're moving in such a positive direction, and it just makes us so happy, to see you get better. So honestly,
Understand?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, it doesn't matter where I go. Somebody's always saying something, and it's always, well, I've done this and I've done that, and but good luck, So it's a long term thing, but
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, I've not been hungry for weeks with this plant. I mean, is it time to eat? And before it, it took prepping. Okay, that's true. But before it was, I would eat a meal and I would be looking for the next meal, and I would think 2, 3 meals ahead where I'm even going to eat, and what I'm going to eat. It was all bad for me. Don't get me wrong. Now it's that I've had direction and clarity, and it's like, well, I could in big town, and I'm from a small town, 6,000 people. So the big towns is, 100,000, 60,000, and then there's a 2 million town, and already today that if I go to them towns, I know where I'm going to eat. That's clean, that's in a healthy place, in a healthy situation, that's around me. So that's, once again, I'm amazed, that I'm walking this out, with y'all's help, most definitely. And I couldn't have got through grocery store shopping. So, that's interesting, you know.
Good. So you also feel like your mindset changed as well, right? Your mindset changed as well?
My mindset, my attitude, I'm more calm, and I'm more at peace. And as people are coming towards me, you know, I'm not at a stance that that will affect them. So I'm open, and that means people are coming towards me, and that, once again, the word amazed.
Good, good. I'm really happy. Well, thank you. These are all the questions I have. So I really appreciate you answering that for us.
No problem. I'm
Thank you.
glad I guess, y'all are a godsend. Y'all are my angels that when I was looking and searching, the little things that y'all said, it affected me. And 2 or 3 hours or down the road, I could turn it around and I could hear it, and it applied to me. And I had to accept it applying to me before I walked it out.
Hmm. Mhm.
Thank you very much.
Well, I'm really glad that you made it happen for yourself, because that's the first step. Is that you have to take the first step, and you've been doing everything we've been telling you to do. So you are highly responsible for the results that you've been getting, because you've taken responsibility for your health, and because you've been following through, you've completely reversed your diabetes. You're now on a totally different journey than if you've been doing something else. So it's all these things that you've been doing. We're very proud of you. That all these results is, we can only tell you so much, but the rest is really up to you. You've been carrying it through. You've been doing it, and you've been asking us questions. You've been like, when you have a question, you reach out to us. So that's really important, that you actually been taking responsibility for your health and reaching out to us when you actually need help, so we can always redirect you and correct the meal plan. So a lot of the results that you're seeing is because of you.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. And it's great to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it really is. So, thank you very much.
Thank you.